Hi everyone, Dave Bradshaw here on the Rev Pro YouTube channel, and as you can see, I'm joined by one half of the young guns, Ethan Allen. Ethan, thanks for joining us. Now, look, it's obvious why you're here because it's been a week of great speculation since we were with you in Sheffield last week. We were hoping that the injury you'd suffered 2 weeks ago in London, as you'd hoped at the time, would be temporary. But you told us in Sheffield last week when you showed up on the crutches here that you weren't going to be cleared to compete today in Bradford at Summer Sizzler. You were still hoping that you would be okay in time for August 29th, that big match against FTR, the OVO Arena, Wembley. But we know this week you've had an MRI and you've now had the results. So I'll let you give the update.
I'll just cut straight to the chase. I don't want to really mix my words. 29th of August, Wembley is unfortunately not happening. It kills me. Every time I think about it, it nearly brings me to tears. But yeah, my ACL, my MCL, and my meniscus is completely torn. So I'm out for a long time. And surgery's booked in 30th of July. So again, right now, I'm just focusing on getting ready for that, but getting the swelling down, making sure my movement's back, making sure I'm just ready physically and mentally. But yeah, it killed me because I've worked so hard the past couple of years, and I'm very grateful for the past couple of years of again being able to travel the world with the boys and proving to myself that I can do this to a good standard again, because after the last time I was ready to quit, call it a day and just carry on with life. But I decided to give it one more shot, and I worked hard day in, day out, week in, week out. Even again through that time there was a couple of minor setbacks that I dealt with. So I've proved to myself time and time again that I am someone who can get through tough times, and it's just odds are we have to do it one more time. But yeah.
Ethan, I'm so sorry. It's really heartbreaking news. But look, I want to focus on the positives if we can.
Yeah.
And it might not sound like a positive to start with, but I promise you, I mean it in the. Like, I know you're still only 25,
Yeah.
and this is the fourth time that you've had an injury of this sort. But the good news from that is obviously you, more than most people, have experience of how to come back from this. You've done it 3 times before. What do you do mentally to try and get over these disappointments? Obviously, it's devastating,
Yeah.
but to pick yourself back up and get on with the recovery.
Everything happens for a reason, even if it's not the direction you want it to go in. So I'm a big believer in just no matter the circumstance, is just making sure I'm training, make sure I'm moving my body in any way I can, eating good food, getting outside, surrounding myself with good people, like the bare bones of just the life and keeping yourself physically fit and mentally sane. They are the bread and butter behind just my day and me as a person. Again, surrounding myself with good people like my family, my partner, my friends, and just being present and just accepting that this is the reality. I can't change it, but I can control the controllables, and my rehab, my icing to get the swelling down, and again, still being able to go to the gym. These are things that I am grateful that I'm able to do. And again, it's not in the intensity, frequency, or the purpose behind what I wanted that to be for, which is obviously Wembley. But yeah, it's just one of those things. And again, the FTR match is something that we've wanted since we started wrestling. They were the guys that got us into tag wrestling. It's the 10, I said it in the build-up, right? It's the 10-year anniversary of FTR versus American Alpha. The young ones starting wrestling training, the young ones meeting each other, everything lined up perfectly. But if there's one thing about my career, is not everything goes the way I want it to. And the one thing I've proved to everyone, again, whether you love me or hate me, to myself, and is that I can get through tough periods. I get my head down, I crack on. I'm proactive. I pick myself up. I just move forward and just keep improving, regardless of the situation.
Well, like you said, everything happens for a reason, maybe, and the toughness you developed from those previous injuries, I would say, has undoubtedly contributed to the wrestler you've become.
100%,
And
100%.
we mean it when we've said it on commentary. That run that you and Luke had as the undisputed British tag team champions, one of the absolute best in the history of this company. And I have no doubt, I'm sure most people watching this will have no doubt that you're going to get back to that level again, because you've done it time and time before.
100%. I'm not going to allow anything different. Last time I got hurt, I was in a very different place with wrestling, and I was just frustrated at a lot of things. And this time I'm in a much better place. I enjoy my wrestling a lot more, and I feel like you can see that when I'm out there. Again, whether kicking someone's head in, or me and Luke are having a laugh, or whatever it is, you can see I'm enjoying it again. And again, whether it's 9 months, 10 months, 12 months, 18 months, however long it is, I can promise everyone watching that the version of Ethan Allen you get when I come back will be the best version you've ever seen.
Well, look, obviously this is still very raw, very fresh news, so we don't know what this means for the Wembley card yet. We'll have updates on that in due course, but that's not the priority right now. The priority, I'm sure, for everyone watching this is to wish you a speedy recovery. And as I'm saying, I mean this 100%. There is nobody in the RevPro locker room who is better equipped to bounce back from this than you. So I want to wish you all the best.
Appreciate it.
And we'll see you back in a RevPro ring before you know it.